So first I want to apologize that my videos are one-shot wonders at the moment. I'm getting the ability to edit soon. Second, if you have problems that I'm talking about, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have EDS. A lot of things cause a lot of these issues, so just be aware of that. So today we're going to be talking about my feet, which right now are probably my biggest problem from Ehlers-Danlos. I used to be able to walk a ton, and now I can't really walk more than like a half a block. And when I say that, I don't mean I can't walk a half a block until it starts to hurt. I mean, it hurts so much every time I put weight on my feet, and after half a block, they just don't work anymore, and we're done. So that's pretty much a big issue. If you think about the human foot as like a bridge, bridges have expansion joints so that when cars drive over them or if there's an earthquake or whatever, they can move a little bit. But the whole bridge keeps its structure. If something was to push down on it, it would stay the same. But with me, there are 26 joints in the human foot. So it's like if those joints were made out of apple cores and Chinese newspapers, the whole bridge would just collapse. And that's what's going on. So there's that. And because of that, I have some problems happening. Like if this is my foot, the tendon coming up into the ankle here down to the heel is completely shot on both feet. So there's nothing holding the heel up at all. And the tendon is bunching up around there, which I'll show you, which is gross and painful. But also because the feet are collapsing into the same space of foot, my toes are bending this direction. And then the foot bones, I'm not a doctor, sorry, are going this way. And then the bones up to the ankle are going this way in a zigzag. And that's going to continue to get worse. But one of the problems that causes is right here on my big toe, I have what I like to call Paul, because he's a giant bunion. I always get a big callus on my big toe joint, which my ex-boyfriend thought was gross and was always like, you don't take care of your feet. And I was like, yes, I do. And I couldn't figure out why I was getting it, because if I wore flip-flops, I would get this callus. And I was like, what's happening? So that's a bunion, guys, in case you're wondering. What else? I have, I have to, of course, wrap my feet and take care of them. I used to wear high heels every once in a while, but every time I did, I fell flat on my face, which was really embarrassing. I was just like, oh, I'm so clumsy. But I could feel my ankles just rolling, like there was like nothing going on in there. I mean, there were times when I would just be standing there and just drop straight to the ground. My friends were like, how did that happen? And it's just because my ankles just out of nowhere just give out completely. So I have to wear boots now. I can't wear high heels at all, like a pretty lady. I have to wear these. They have to have a little bit of a heel because of the tendon problem, not holding my heel up. My heel has to sort of hold itself up. And then I need the ankle support too. And then within my boots, I have orthotics. These are custom-made orthotics by that company. And I got them orange. You can get them whatever color you want. And they're molded bottom, which is just the regular arch of my foot, trying to maintain it. They helped a lot in the beginning, but I mean, as it gets worse, like I just need them now to stand at all. I have to walk around my house in shoes with these. But first thing when I wake up in the morning, sorry, I'm using that as a tripod. The first thing I do is put these bandages on, these arch bandages, just to be able to go to the bathroom or whatever. And then I have to tape my feet with, I also got orange tape. I have to tape my feet, I have to tape the bottoms up and then wrap around so that the tape holds so that my foot doesn't completely collapse. And now I suppose I will actually show you my foot. Again, sorry, I can't edit. And I'm doing this on a mirror so that I can see what I'm showing you. Here you go. So that's my foot right there and me. And the reflection. Here's where the bunion is. It doesn't look so bad on this foot. It's a little worse on the other one. But yeah, I've sawn off my callus to not be gross. But I normally get a crazy callus there. And then you can see how like this toe is getting bigger because everything's jutting out that way. And then out here, You can see that red spot right there and see how it's poking out? That's actually, these bones are going this way, and that's the joint of those bones. So that rubs up against shoes and really, really hurts. And then over here, this is where the tendon is. That's where I get that big, like, weird thing, and it stinks. And then, oh, also, to show you down here, I have these bumps. See all those little bumps in there? Those are called pedal papules. And pedal papules are, I don't really know, I mean, there's, I guess, some debate about it, I don't know, but I found websites that say that they mean you definitely have EDS, and then there are some that just say it happens, but I guess it's subcutaneous fat. It's also in my wrists. Subcutaneous fat, because you have connective tissue problems, gets through where it's supposed to be and makes these big bumps. And when I was a kid, I remember going to the doctor and I was like, what are these bumps? And he goes, I don't know. And I'm like, well, it happens every time I do that, and it happens on my feet too. And he goes, then don't do that. So thanks, Dr. Robinson. Yeah, anyway, that's my feet. My feet are my issue at the moment. If you have other foot problems and have EDS, please comment. I'd love to hear what you guys are going through. And if you have any questions, please put those in the comments too. I'm getting a lot of like personal messages, which is cool, but I'd love for you guys to put it out there so that everyone hears the whole conversation. All right, thank you so much, and I will see you guys soon.